Hey everybody, Kelly Olexa here, and I am a member of the Sears FitStudio team. I'm trying to think about how many members we actually have on the team. I think there's Lisa, there's Andrea, there's Toby, there's Angry Trainer, there's Carla, there's Joyce. So anyway, I've named some. I know I haven't named all. Oh, Franklin. So the list goes on. But I was actually one of the early peeps that joined the FitStudio team. So I think I've been with them since, what am I thinking, like summer of 2010. And I joined when it was pretty much like Andrea Metcalf and a couple of others. And I joined because after I met with Jennifer and listened to what they were looking to create, I couldn't jump and say yes soon enough because I'm a fitness fanatic that's been blogging since 2007. I'm not a trainer, I'm not a dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a doctor, but I'm just somebody who has a passion for getting fit, loves the journey, and has learned so much and been inspired so much in social media spaces through blogging, and then of course now Twitter, and I do videos. So the chance to join Sears and help them build this community, and community is it can tend to be an overused term in social media, but it really is what they're focused on. And the reason that I hopped so quickly to join this team is because instead of focusing on a social media effort for Sears and for specifically, this fitness area, which Sears is the #1 fitness retailer, which I now tell everybody about. Instead of just focusing on sales and promotions and gimmicks, they're really focusing on taking a step back and looking at, what makes sense. We know that we want to sell, right? We have equipment, we have services that we want to sell, but why do people buy? Why do people want to get fit? And furthermore, what do they do after they purchase? So this isn't just about getting someone to buy a treadmill or a punching bag or some kettlebells, but it's more about let's help them in the big picture, and let's help them in between when they buy their equipment at one of the Sears stores. And I love that I hate to say that they came out, but I love that they started engaging in this space with absolutely no mention and no hard sell. And I will tell you this, when we were all just with the team out at the Fit Blogging conference, and we had a lot of the bloggers coming up to our tables, and we were telling them about FitStudio.com, and what everybody said across the board was, we really, really like what Sears is doing. Most everybody said, I had no idea that Sears was the #1 fitness retailer, which is what I said when I met Jennifer and everyone. I had no idea. I had no idea about the selection. I had no idea that the prices were that good. Obviously I do now. But everybody said that they had no idea about, that Sears had this much selection, of course, the good prices. But then furthermore, they all said, we really appreciate how the Sears FitStudio team is really taking time to educate us, to build this community, and then not only focus on, hey, when are you going to get into our store? When are you going to use this coupon? That has really come as part of the second step. And it's being done in such a subtle way that it's going to be very effective. And that's part of the reason why I joined, and it certainly is part of the reason why I'm continuing to stay and support them, because they're really doing a good job. We're really, really doing a good job. And what are we doing? We're creating this community, and I am going to look at my cheat sheet, because we were talking and we were saying, what are the keys? Why is what we're doing successful? And it was kind of based around these C's, these C words. So content, conversation, collaboration, and then competition and co-creation. So by selectively choosing the members of this team, and they've done such a good job with that. I'm an influencer, if you will, that has worked with several brands, partnering with them and working with them as an influencer. And I can tell you that the way Sears has chosen the people to make up this FitStudio team is brilliant, because it's not everybody being a certified personal trainer. It's not everybody being a doctor. It's not everybody being a nutritionist. Everybody has their own unique approach, their own unique style, their own unique way of reaching their audience. We all have different blogs. We all write in different areas. We all have different levels of certification and experience. Some are more on TV. You know, like Andrew, she's a published author. We've got Toby, who's a nutritionist. We've got Angry Trainer, who's just angry. Just kidding. It's gonna hurt me next time he sees me. We have Pilates experts. We have me, who's just crazy and motivating and loves to be everybody's cheerleader. And we've got Carla, who is just probably one of the buffest babes I've ever seen. But you have such a wide variety of personalities and experience, and we all know each other as well. And if we didn't know each other when we started, we're now meeting each other through all of these interactions. And people are not only learning from one of us, but because we're interacting with each other and kind of passing the ball back and forth, and kind of encouraging this healthy competition. You know, if Sarah is going to join in and she's going to do the BCX boot camp that's been created by Steve and Bonnie, then I find out about it and I'm like, wait a second, she's kicking butt on that. I've got to do it. So then all of a sudden I start doing it. Well, then my readers are hearing about it and they are tuning into what Sarah's doing. And then Sarah's and her readers are tuning into what I'm doing. And they're going to FitStudio, and it's just this like ongoing collaboration and inspiration and motivation. Can I get any more shuns in there? But it's just, it's happening very naturally. And then because we're talking about fitness and motivation, and we're talking about, for example, you might see I'm in a hotel room, right? I'm in a hotel room, and what I talk about all the time is working out with bands, what I do as somebody who's committed to fitness. And I pack my bands, and I pack my medicine ball, or whatever it is that I can fit in my suitcase and still hit the weight requirements on the luggage. But what do I do to work out on the road? And kind of in a soft way, people are starting to listen like, wow, Kelly's working out on the road and all it takes is packing some resistance bands. Maybe I should get some resistance bands. I bet Sears carries some resistance bands. It's just like a very soft and natural way to build the business, inevitably build sales, and really foster goodwill. You know why? Because people don't feel like they're being pitched. They don't feel like they're being talked to with a hard sell, and they feel like they're getting value because they're getting motivation, they're learning, they're seeing articles, they're seeing success stories, and they're connecting with people that are real. You know, people, I had my fan base, Carla had her fan base, Andrea has her fan base, and now we're all interacting with each other, and people are always coming to us asking, you know, what would you do? What about a treadmill? If I'm going to buy a treadmill, what do I do? And it's just so, it's exciting because it's building upon what we started, and every time we've brought somebody new on, the team is growing. And again, I just kind of like that idea that we're playing catch. You know, we all live in different cities, but Andrea will start doing something and she'll challenge me to do something, and we're all co-collaborating and commenting and sharing that content. And it really, I keep calling it like a family, but it really is like a family. It's a natural flow, and I know that we are encouraging people to, you know, take the excuses away and to get fit and to ask for help, to ask for motivation, and they know that this is where you look. People are starting to ask questions, and they're starting to realize that this is a resource. This is where you go, not just to say, show me what kind of treadmill to buy, but you know, it's more about show me how I can join in and get fit, and I think that's awesome. So I can't say enough thumbs up for what we're doing. I don't want to say we're as if I'm creating it. I'm just a part of an amazing team, but I just know the future is going to be incredible because all the feedback that we're hearing and everything that I see that's happening, it's building something great, and I'm really proud to be part of it.